Oh,
This meeting is being live streamed.
leave
Got
it.
it.
We should all leave. Yeah.
I don't know if we're supposed to
Got
do
it.
Wait, where am I?
Hey, you gotta size down that dude.
Size it up, dog.
I want to see Kevin Bacon Hollow Man.
I'm right here on the beach, bite.
Right. in-
Boom. That's pretty bomb.
Greg's is on fire.
How's it going, guys?
What up?
Yeah.
What's
It's going.
You almost gotta have the YouTube open to feel like anyone's even watching.
I think so.
Okay, we're on
Some
YouTube.
people and there are 20 people watching.
Etchy.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
up, 20 people?
2-0.
Yo,
Trappy, what'd you have for dinner, huh?
what did I have
You-
for dinner?
You guys already ate dinner over there. You're like almost on the west coast, east coast, huh?
Yeah, it's almost like 7:30.
In the Midwest, you're on Central Time, correct?
Yes, you are correct. I am 2 hours ahead of you guys and 1 hour before the East Coast.
Sitting in the middle.
There you go. Dan's at the movies. Dan,
Northern
In-
Lights, dude.
he's having
I don't think I've ever known this. All these buttons. I was like, what?
I was gonna say Dan's never been on. He's like, whew.
We got some people from the Philippines in the chat. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out Philippines.
Oh yeah, I should go to that thing too, huh? See what people are saying.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to. If not, I can throw some things out there. Jesus Fernandez is hungry. Sorry, Jesus, if it's Jesus, my bad.
I mean, I think we're all a little hungry.
Jared, what do you got there?
Make sure
I saved a beer for release night.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow.
Dan, if you go to the YouTube, just make sure you mute the audio on that because there is a delay and it will just be like one big dub.
So I get to hear myself over and over again real quick. I go blup 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 blup
That's
blup
what the
blup.
album's
blup.
for,
There you
dude.
go.
The album is so people can hear you over and over and over again. They can pick
Dub
their
up.
favorite song and just replay it and replay it.
Yeah.
That's funny, Jared. I saved a beer for the album,
Oh, smart man.
but I left it open. Like I opened it, so it's been open for like a month and a half.
Whoa.
It,
I think that's a whole different fermentation.
I don't know about that one.
the kombucha now.
I
Sounds sketchy.
don't know about that one, do we?
Just kidding.
I know
Whoa, guys.
mine's fire though.
Look what I found.
We're getting out of here.
Travis.
I need to find a can.
I'm drinking a coffee though.
That's
Yeah.
bananas.
Corey said he needs to find the can.
Corey's
You-
like,
you
I don't even drink
you-
beer, but
You
I'm
don't know where your
gonna find
bathroom is?
I also saved a beer for release date.
What the?
Dan.
I'm the only one who doesn't have one. Hey, and by the way, people, if you have this, scan the QR code. I mean, even scan it right now on the screen, maybe, and our new album will pop up, or our new single, one or the other.
Corey, you sound like you could be like some smooth jazz like radio. So now
Everyone
He is.
94.7 the way.
Hey everyone, this is Colonel Corn coming in from 92.2. On your west coast, it's 12 a.m. and on your east coast, it's 3 a.m. So be ready for some smooth jams. Next
Oh,
up is
yeah.
from one of our favorite local bands, Fortunate Youth, with the title track "Too Big."
Oh, God.
So are you
That
running?
sounds like
No,
a
I mean, should I run it? We're
TV
shooting this shit.
commercial.
You know what?
If you
all right.
can't get it out.
So,
listen to
somebody
Too Big.
let everybody know what the name of the album is. If they don't know by now, it's behind Greg's head. Greg, let them know what the name of the album is.
It's right here. And it's Good Times Roll On. Is it backwards?
No, it's
Nope.
you're
Not for
good.
me.
You don't have to mirror it. Yeah. So the name of the album is Good Times Roll On, guys. The cool artwork that's behind Greg and up in the corner is done by our good friend Nathaniel Mares, Lowbrow Creations. Check him out on Instagram, Lowbrow Creations. But yeah, I mean, should we just get started, dude? You know, or should we wait longer?
I mean,
Give it one more minute. Give it one more minute. I still
Dan's
keep
in the chat.
logging in here.
Huh?
Yeah, let's give some time, you know. Let's maybe, you know, what's the first song called?
First song is called Too Big.
Too big.
Anybody got a little backstory on that one?
Tell us about it, Dan.
Anybody got some feelings about it?
Well, there's the funny one and there's the good one. You know, too big. You know, in any kind of life, you know, you can't just go around and letting people make you feel small. You know, it's up to you to be bigger than life. You know, you guys are bigger than life. But also on the funny note, I think it'll be a really good Viagra commercial. You know.
Good
Yeah.
start.
If you haven't realized, Dan's the king of double entendres.
Start.
Oh my gosh.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Check out another one of our songs called, I believe it's "Love Won't Leave Me Alone."
Yeah.
See if you
Figure
can
out what
read the
that's
line-
about.
See if you can read between the lines on that one. Oh, looks like we got 80 people watching roughly right now.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. So we'll give it one more minute. At 35, we will start the first track, which Greg already let us know it's called Too Big, and Dan gave a slight little explanation behind. So, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna play it now. I'm playing DJ tonight, right?
You're gonna run it.
Yeah.
Run it.
Run the track. All right, guys. This one's called Too Big.
When the day is done and sun is setting, who can think about the time? All day, all night, always standing. Ooh, where we gonna be tonight? Only wanna be the biggest, feeling the taste that it is. Today we finally see, oh, never gonna have to wait. Ooh, yeah, it's too big for them to make you small. You're too big for them to make you small. Yes, we get up in shape today. Hope it doesn't take me too far away. Oh, gas in the streets through this life and what we should be. Dreams so big you can't forget. Build it with these eggs. Blinded as we all can be. Oh, one day these dreams we will understand. Oh yeah, you're too big for them to make you small. You're too big for them to make you small. You're too big for them to make you small.
Crushed your Rev.
Yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was too big. Yeah. Tell them what to do, Corey.
Yeah. That.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's all I had.
What do you guys think out there? What are the
If
listeners?
Dan
think?
had the choice, he would have done the whole album of him just ending every song with "Oh yeah,
True.
oh yeah." Yeah. I hope you guys like that one. Oh, big up New Zealand in the house and on the YouTube chat. Oh,
Zealand?
Rev's on a work trip right now. Shout out to Rev. Rev did all the drums for this album. He did a great job. He really crushed that one. That
For
was
sure, Rev.
big. Yeah. I think that was a good start. Hopefully the audio is decent for you guys out there. Good vibes day. Yeah, the bass line was one of my favorites. We definitely that one stuck.
Crushed
back.
your Rev.
Crushed it. All right, guys. So how fun was recording this album during the pandemic? Like, wasn't it different or what?
Very different.
Yeah,
It was different, but still fun.
You know, it was very different from all the other pandemics we've been in, you know, but this was definitely the most weirdest pandemic I can imagine us being in and recording in a
Yeah.
pandemic.
Dan's actually 105 and lived through the Spanish flu.
I can't judge it between many other pandemics, but this one was one hell of a ringer.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely weird, and it kind of played into how we do our albums, right? Like, we kind of change it up every time normally. This was the first time we've actually spent more than like a month in the studio, though, right? Like, normally we're in there for what, like 3 or 4 weeks. We just hammer it out.
Yeah,
True.
it's
Yeah,
true.
definitely the most time we've ever had to develop it, work on it, listen to it. I don't know. I think we've listened to it a billion times, so it's cool for you guys to hear it for the first time and us to be a part of that right now. But yeah, like you said, it was definitely different. That's for sure. But I think we made the most of it. We took the time and churned out this beautiful little act of love for all of you.
Well, we got to record at Total Access for the first time too, so that was
Yeah,
fun.
that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that studio's in Redondo Beach, and some legendary stuff has gone down there, and it's right around this corner from Greg. So when we got the opportunity to record there, we were all super stoked on it.
Yeah, super. I mean, all the albums that we've seen that were recorded there, listened to. I mean, pretty crazy all the history that's gone through there. And then we also went down to what is our home, our studio home, which is 17th Street with Lou, and we always have a great experience down there. Lots of hours spent and lots of laughs and good times along the way. So yeah, always a good time down there as well.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so what? This next track, you guys, I mean, whose favorite track is this on the album? What do we got? Around the World?
I mean, I haven't decided yet.
I know it's tough question, but what?
Very tough.
Too early.
I mean, how stoked were you guys to get Mellow Mood on this next track, Around the World?
Oh man, those guys crushed it. Wish they could be on right now, but it's probably 2 a.m. in Rome.
True.
Travi, I remember when you first told me about these guys, like, I don't know, I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, dude. You were raving about them, and I was like, dude, they're all right. And then, like, the past year or two, I've just been jamming them so hard.
And I think
Mellow Mood and Pablo Baldini, the Dub File All Stars.
Yeah,
Those are freaking unreal. That's how I found them. I typed in dub music, and it was the first video that popped up, and I got addicted to it.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out Mellow Mood's YouTube, man, they got some sick videos. Like,
you did. I remember we played with them at was it Reggae on the River?
I think it was Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, they actually did they did the dub session there. They went to front of house and just toasted straight from the console.
Yep.
That was
In the
sick.
forest.
Yeah. So yeah.
Crushed.
Big ups, Mellow Mood.
Yeah, big ups Mellow Mood. Yeah, so yeah, this next track's called Around the World. you know, we wrote a cool, fun chorus, and it's kind of about, you know, music being or reggae being a universal music, and everyone around the world kind of listens to it. So we were stoked to get our boys from Italy on this track, and it's one of my favorites. I don't know about you guys, but the song jams. All right, you guys ready to hear it? All right, running the next track. You guys can probably hear like my phone clicking, right? It's like, all right. This next one's Around the World featuring Mellow Mood.
Fortunate youth, Mellow all around this world, we listen to this music. Oh yes, no matter where you're from, you're gonna feel this movement. From the north to the south, you're gonna feel this jam some more. Moving up on this dance floor, let's all get down and listen to this reggae. Yes, sir. Take this world and its virtuous ways, breaking up the mold, jamming this reggae. All around the world, no matter where we play, picking up the crowd, dancing on the stage. Music feels their lives. Turn it up a little more this time. When the music feels this way, you're gonna feel the love of this reggae. All around this world, we jam into this music. Oh yes, no matter where you're from, you're gonna feel this movement. From the north to the south, you're gonna feel this jam some more. Moving up on this dance floor, let's all get down and listen to this reggae. Why? From what day this music hit, man, I fi stick to it. From how me play the song, you bet me never turn me back on it. Me woulda rather leave than sell out, me prefer give up everything. Show me never ever, I go give up on this little thing. Sure. Me love a wicked rhythm, the one we make me one sing. Me love it when it spread around the world like say it have wings. Never go sell out at all, no other song no better than this one. Take it to the world, cause the world like all. All around this world, we jam into this music. Oh yes, no matter where you're from, you're gonna feel this movement. From the north to the south, gonna feel this jam some more. Moving up on this dance floor, let's all get down and listen to this reggae. All around the world, folks in you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
That was a fun one. You know what I think was cool about this album is we actually like worked horns into the album. Like normally we finish a song and we're like, oh, this would be cool with horn. Not to say we didn't do that on this album also, but like, like 7 out of 12 tracks have horns on this one.
Orange crushed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully we can get our boy John Kromanacker in here soon. He can give a little insight on that stuff. But for those of you who don't know, John's been playing horns with us. A few of his other buddies who've been sitting in are our good boy Art and Brian. Brian's been playing with John for a while in one of our favorite bands, Sense of Motion. Big up Sense of Motion. And you know, when everyone's like, hey, you know, we started playing live with horns, we got some cool arrangements together. So for this album, we were all like, let's utilize a horn section. So we did a lot of back and forth emailing, right? And reviewing and all that cool stuff, you know. Some of the ideas came from John, some of the ideas came from me, some came from Greg. You know, there's a little bit of everything. Well, Dan, I saw something. What was that, man? Oh,
I'm trying to see if this works.
you gotta take your background filter out, dude.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
It's overshadowing it. I don't even know if I have the right order on these songs. Oh, the chat, YouTube, horns were amazing. Thank you. We're stoked on it. Yeah, but definitely added a whole different dimension to this album. Trav, someone asked, are you? Oh, you're in your kitchen. Someone's like, is Trav in a bathroom stall?
I'm in my kitchen. I gotta go actually. I've been waiting all day, and my female just went into labor, so I have to go deliver some puppies right now.
Dude, good luck. Best of luck.
Thank you guys. Sorry about that. I love you
Yeah,
guys.
you're good.
Go check it out. Check out our new album coming out tomorrow. Boom, boom, blast, blast. Boom, boom, blast.
Later, dude.
Later, brother.
Later. Love you guys. Peace.
Like, life.
Yeah, man.
All right. Who's
Dude,
ready?
So we got Gonzo in the chat. Big up Gonzo. You're hearing his beautiful voice throughout the album. If you
Oh.
didn't know that
I'm
yet.
Gonzo to jump on.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna hear him in this next one. What's up? What do we got next? Burning with You. Oh yeah,
This is Gonzo's favorite track.
yeah. He did some sweet harmonies in this
Call
one.
him in.
Let me see if I can get him in here. Gonzo, I'm texting you.
Yeah, just copy and paste the link, and if he clicks it, he clicks it.
Whoa,
Right?
whoa, hold on. I got him.
Oh, you gotta do it backwards. All right.
No.
back to the
It
drawing
just,
board.
hey, it
Oh,
just,
you're good.
it just looks backwards on your screen.
You're good, Dan.
Oh, really?
It looks great. If you guys want to text Dan Kelly personally,
Where's your-
No, this is the band's thing. This is the band's phone number. You can text us all. We can we'll tell you happy birthday.
yeah.
You could be one of the other thousands of people that like to hang out with us and hear random stories about cats eating watermelons.
I think the only tough part about that number for us in regards to restrictions is like,
Oh, it is right.
you can't
Sorry.
send like gift fees or like all like the cool stuff, dude, or emojis or something. There's something weird that like won't let you do.
Really?
I can't like when someone texts me, like, and Greg's like the king of liking texts instead of responding, and like
This is
I can only
true.
imagine how tough it is for him. Like these people were texting us, and Greg's like, dude, all I want to do is love or like or what's it with emphasis? He wants to with emphasis it like every time, but it just doesn't let you on that line for some reason.
That's how you do it when you're not able to respond.
Yeah.
But you respond. You're not able to type.
Cool. All
Love
right.
that.
Well, we sprinkled some horns all over the album. Oh, Gonzo's about to join in. Should we let him join and then talk after the song, or
Yeah,
should I just play
dude.
the
It's
song?
free form, man. This is
Dude,
like the
download
Portrait
the
Talk
app.
show right here.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
It
so-
is.
download
Run the
app.
track.
We're gonna
so you
run
can listen to
burn.
it.
Run the
This
track.
next
Yeah,
track
let's
is-
run it and we'll catch
we'll
up
talk
with
about
Gonzo
it.
faster.
All right, so this next track is called "Burning with You." It's got like kind of an R&B soul lovers rock vibe to it. There are some really good harmonies and background vocals on it. Our boy Gonzo did pretty much 95% of the background vocals and harmonies on this album. Kind of a throwback to the old Fortune Youth days when Gonzo played with us. The dude crushes it. One of the best singers out there. So this next track is called "Burning with You." Hope you guys enjoy it.
Action.
Could it be something I lost, something I see and can't wait to get to? Ooh, I feel it like it's burning me inside. Something I must run to. Could it be a dream? Or is it just my imagination? It's got me thinking that I've been gone too long without this bonding. Me and you can take it all the weekends. I'm burning with you. Says I'm burning with you. Oh, burning with you now. I'd like to talk about the times running and meeting up with you at school, thinking when the weather will be right. Oh, I'm coming burning, my love is true. Don't call it pointless, just call it what it
Yeah.
is. Sweet love, no need to pretend. It's only the things you make me feel. Oh, this love, could it be real? Are you pretending? Oh, is it just my imagination? It's got me thinking that I've been gone too long without this bonding. Me and you can take it all the weekend. Oh, I'm burning with you. Says I'm burning with you. All night long. We'll be burning right there.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
I'll be loving you right. Oh, is it just my imagination? It's got me thinking that I've been gone too long without this bonding. Me and you can take it all the way, 'cause I'm burning with you. Says I'm burning with you. All night long. We'll be burning right there. I'll be loving you right there.
That's the action. Mean right there.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one, man. What up, Gonzo?
What up, boys?
What up, Gonzo?
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
There he
your
is.
record sounds great, dude.
The G-Man in the house. Everybody make some noise for Gonzo.
Gonzo-matic.
Skateboarding.
Skater.
Actually got it
was
slammed.
later.
I actually slammed it in the car door.
Done that. Lost a couple thumbs.
Gotta get your limbs out before you cut the door.
Bro, you guys' record sounds great.
So, Gons,
Oh.
is that your favorite song or was not quite?
I've been burning with you.
Hey.
That's my favorite one, bro.
Hey, it's so funny because I had that other idea for the response, and then you sent that, and I was like, nah, like do the one I thought of, and then after hearing yours, like more and more, I was like, dude, that's the shit.
No, it's
Right.
funny because like when you work remotely, that's kind of the beautiest thing is sometimes things get lost in translation, and then like you get an idea that you never even like thought in your head, but it turns out different.
Right.
Luckily, you're a musical genius, my friend. So
Hardly, my brother. Hardly. The
That
songs
one
were
where-
this. Your guys' songs are great, bro. The songs are still there. You guys are coming out with fire. Danley's voice is
yeah,
rich and amazing.
I
Good
will
boy, Dan.
say, with Dan, dude, I think this is one of the best Dan's ever sounded on the record. I don't know if it's like all microphone or like where I give the credit to. Maybe Dan did good, but I think Dan crushed it on this album, especially that song. Dude, I played that song for
For now.
somebody. I played that song for somebody beforehand, like one of my good buddies, and he's like, "Is that Dan singing?" And I was like, "Yeah, who else would it be, dude?"
No, it's you guys got some good takes. The whatever however you guys got this record rounded up. The last little bit was kind of like the crucial part. I feel like.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks,
we're all
Matt. Thank
on
you.
it. I mean, I think it was kind of full circle, and like I'll shout out Greg on this one. We're all like, man, like every album we always have people sit in and do background vocals and harmonies. It's like Dan does a few on his own, but we always get people to sit in. And then Greg was just like, dude, let's have Gonzo do it, bro. And then we're all like, oh, we'll do the single. And then next thing you know, dude, what? Like 2 weeks later, we're like, hey, dude, we'll ship you all the tracks
I
already.
just kept pumping them out. Like, all right, Eric, you just let me know when you're ready for another 3 more.
It was a perfect time because it was like right in the heart of COVID. So it was like perfect time. There's no tour going on. It was like,
Oh, it was
it was
good,
meant,
man.
it's meant to be, man.
Yeah.
Absolute fire. Absolute fire from Gonzo on this album.
Crushed it.
I feel like it, you know, I mean, in reggae, you know, there's a lot of background vocals and harmonies, and some bands are just like harmony bands, but like sometimes I feel like in like production, dude. I mean, I know me, I'm a music guy. I always overlook harmonies and background vocals. That's why having like, you know, Greg's all about it. Like we're not even done with the song, and all Greg's just like, dude, like there needs to be something there, and I'm just like, dude, I'm glad you're thinking about it.
Hey, you know, just learning from the best over there.
Man, you had to, hey, when I left, you had to step up. And you know what? That's exactly what you did, bro. You stepped up and excuse my French, you took that role and you ran with it. And I feel like you did a great job. And the way you were communicating, and you were the commander in chief, if you will, of all the harmonies, and you like highlighted the lines you kind of wanted. And then you gave me freedom to do parts that I wanted to do. And it was fun. I thought you were really organized, and it was really easy to work with you. So just keep it up, you know.
Good boy, Greg.
Same to you as well. I mean, like to be able to shoot stuff out and just come back like Corey said, with things that you never even asked for or could think of. That's like the fun of it all. Or just like, yeah, dude, have fun. Can't wait to hear all the greatness that comes back. So yeah, same to you, man. Just easy access. Every
Dude, all the guitar work is really good too. Big up yourself on that, man.
Hey,
Thanks, man.
dude, and big up the home studio, bro. I mean, you were able to just be like, hit you up 2 hours later, like, dude, I'm in the studio at my house. What, green light, right?
Green line. It's the
Fine.
it's the metro rail that passes right by our house.
Or used to live next to that.
Yeah.
You know that hood.
Good old Holly Glen. But yeah, no, it's rad. I mean, dude, I know you've been building your space out and getting all your productions done, dude. So it's cool that like, you know, it's like, oh, dude, remote recording, that's up my alley. I'm ready for that.
Yeah, it's the time too. It's 2020 or whatever, 2021 now. Shit, almost 2022. Jesus.
Yeah.
You know?
Time is
And
flying.
I feel like, you know, the more people who have the home studio, the more music comes out. You know, it's just easier to get on it and stay on it, and like.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
I'm a big advocate of home studios. Even if you don't get like your full production done, man, like getting ideas out. I will say like a lot of songs on this album literally were just like ideas that came out of my head, or like me sitting over at Jared's and just working through a track, you know, or Dan coming over. I mean, the way we record is like, dude, we record these songs like on our own before ever going into a studio, you know? So having that somewhat of a remote or home recording or portable setup, like I couldn't advise any musician like where they should spend their money. Like get an interface, get a computer, and learn how to use some program, because that will
Get a microphone, get a cable, do it, because it'll make you better too. Because like, excuse me, when you record, it's like you're listening to yourself under a microscope. So all the nuances and the little imperfections of your playing like come out, and you kind of really get better. Honestly, the more you record. So
I mean, you definitely get better. I mean, I'm 10 years deep on recording my own music, and it all still sounds like trash, but it sounds like better trash than it did 10 years ago.
but when you apply your producer ear to live,
Yeah.
that's where the magic happens. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, so that was Burning With You. I'm gonna run this next track, Sunlight. This one was a fun.
Well, I like this one.
I know.
Oh yeah. It's a party.
Oh, yeah.
Put it.
Ben's least favorite song.
Everyone's probably heard this track. It was our single, but I really love the skit in it, dude. It was super fun to record and like bring
Who was it on the skit?
It was our stage manager and guitar tech, Mike Davids. I was at his grandma's house, and we just literally, I had him do the part. Like me and Greg kind of like wrote the skit out, and then I had him do his part, and then I was like, dude, like if you hear all the ambience in the background and people talking, that's just like 95 mics.
Right.
Hilarious stuff, dude. Like I had to turn some things down, turn some things up, but it was
Definitely. had
Yeah.
to turn some things down.
I feel like with the skit thing, you're tapping into that old kind of 90s like hip hop thing where
Oh,
like they kind of would do the skits, you know?
100%. That's like the Chronic 2001, dude. That's all Chronic.
Exactly.
All Dre, Eminem, and then like Pac does it now on his albums, but like, dude, that's all like Dre, Eminem, old school NWA stuff where they're just like, hey man, like it'd be cool if we just like told like a little story in this part of the song, you know?
Hey babe, I know you've been late for at work and all.
Yeah. So yeah, we had Mike do that, and then our buddy Nathaniel, who did the album art, he came into the studio to hang out, and we had him do the cop voice, and he crushed the cop voice. I remember that we did the whole thing at the end. I was like, "Yo, dude, like, you know how in like the Chipmunks with like Alvin or whatever, we always goes like Alvin." I was like, "Dude, you should be like, you know, Mike says turn it up, you should be like, I said turn it down," and he absolutely crushed it. And that's like my favorite part. All right, so
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna,
Yeah.
Run the tune. Play the tune.
I'm gonna run the track.
Run it.
Sunlight.
I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes. Oh, the morning comes too soon to feel this young. I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes. Oh yeah. Oh, the morning comes too soon to feel this young. Cops come and tell us to shut it down. Oh, I guess the neighbors want to stop us now. Ooh, it seems that we've been partying long, and the night has come and gone. I never thought I'd realize how time had passed between our eyes. Yeah, you know we had a ball, oh friends, yeah, come along. I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes. Oh, the morning comes too soon to feel this young. I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes. Oh yeah. Oh, the morning comes too soon to feel this young. Playing shows anywhere we can. Frisco, LA, Austin to New Orleans, Florida, all the way to New York City. Oh, there's not a hotel lets us be. When the morning comes, we're already gone to another town where the night is young. Oh, you know, I don't remember it all, but I know we had a ball. I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes. Oh, the morning comes too soon to feel this young. I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes. Oh yeah. Oh, the morning comes too soon to feel this young.
Open up, it's police.
Dude, the cops are here. Keep it down.
Yeah.
Everybody quiet. Good evening,
More
officer.
like good morning. We've got some complaints. Can you guys keep it down?
Sure thing. Turn it up.
Ain't no way to see where this house party's gonna lead. It's gonna be long just before dawn. The sun comes out and meets me on the lawn. I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes. Oh, the morning comes too soon to feel this young. I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes.
Oh.
Almost gave you a taster of the next one. I was over here like trying to add something onto my Zoom, like I knew what I was doing.
Oh, bro. Yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah,
That was a big.
Bro.
It's a big. It's a big cheat on the record, bro. Tell me a little bit how that one came together.
Tell us about it, Dan.
yeah, Dan. What made
You know, seems to be just one of those nights, or like turns into the mornings, you know, and we've been there in many states and many state of minds, and I thought it'd be really cool to just have fun with it, and it was real fun. And I even liked the ending part where you're kind of like passed out on the front lawn, and then the sun comes up and it like wakes you up, meets you there, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta go. I don't know. I've been there a few times, I think, and I thought it was a good one to put out there. Yeah, good times. What am I gonna say? Check it out. Listen to it a few times. Just really feels like home. Because fits you like a glove whenever you listen to it a lot. Beautiful.
I think it really goes back to the days when we used to tour in our van and pretty much just sleep on people's floors. Like,
Guaranteed.
You'd show up at a house super exhausted at 2 a.m. and like you've already did 5 days in a row, and the next thing you know, like you just go in the house, you're like, I'm trying to sleep, but it's like, nah, dude, everyone's trying to
Boulder,
party.
Colorado.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
yeah.
gonna
That,
say.
I mean,
Boulder,
Boulder, yeah,
Colorado.
sums it up. I feel like that's how like the verses progress in that song. It's all like, oh yeah, like us trying to sleep, a house party. The next one's like, oh, we get our own hotel rooms, but we still end up partying. And you're like, all right. So it turns out that I guess I don't like to party, but maybe the rest of the guys like to party.
Wait. I need to get something on my. Where is it? This is Koi right here. Where's my little guy?
I'm kind of scared what you have because I know.
There
Dan,
you are.
Dan
You
doesn't
need to find the halo, Koi. You gotta find the halo. If you gotta
Oh,
put it up.
I thought
I
you.
don't like to party. I don't like to party.
I thought
I
you.
like the other guys. I don't know.
I literally thought you were gonna put. I thought you were gonna put an image up of me, and I was like, "How does Dan know?"
No way. You should just be right here. No. I am Corey.
I can't find the halo. I can only find the cool glasses.
It's all right there with the cool glasses.
I don't know.
It's the video filters. Anyway.
But no, yeah.
This is for you, buddy.
Yeah. It's funny because it's still there with the hat. But no, that song was fun. I mean, I feel like that bass line's really what held it together for me when I first showed it to everybody, right? Like, I was just like, oh, this thing's just kind of pumping. And I feel like with this album, we tried to push all the tempos up like as high as we could without feeling like the song was rushed. Because like a lot of our old albums, it's like, oh, we listen back, we're like, dude, that tune was slow. So this one had that cool upbeat pace. Fun.
We're always pumping the tempo, and Corey's like, I think it's good. I think it's good where it is. We're like, I think we just we'll leave it as is, and then tap up, go
Like
2, 3,
2 BPMs more.
Lou will be like, all right.
Yeah,
it's 140.
Maybe 4.
We did a pre-pro version of this, and like when Dan went to cut the vocals, it was like, "I'm gonna party till the sunlight comes."
Oh yeah.
Sunlight comes too long, they're too long. And I was like, "All right, guys, maybe like 2 BPM slower." But yeah, no, that was a fun one. Yeah, I mean, anyone else any notes or anything they want to say about Sunlight? Oh, the art. I tried to pull up the art, and if you guys haven't seen the single art, this is another one done by our buddy Nathaniel Mars and for Lowbrow Creations. And like Nathaniel's toured with us, he knows the places we've been, and the house kind of signifies one of our good friends' house that we always have a really great time at. We don't really party too hard, but he's got like pinball machines down there. Jared stays up till 5 a.m. playing pinball. Dan's always having a good time. Oh, there it is. Jared's got it. And there's Dan on the lawn, right there. I don't know if you can see it, Jared. Your screen kind of went dark, but
I don't know.
If you zoom in on that image, you will see Dan's hand tattoo, and that signifies that's Dan Kelly. As you can see, none of us are.
Is that the line? Is that the line from the song?
We're obviously angels. Yeah. What do you say at that last line, Dan?
Good line.
What?
Sun comes out and meets me on the lawn.
Yeah, that's the line.
There it is. It fits perfect. That fits perfect. All right.
That
so,
was the goal. That was the goal.
well,
I thought it was a fun one. Like that was the Animal House concept, like the old school Animal House kind of theme. We had a fun one thinking about that one, kind of brainstorming what everybody would be doing in that scenario. So that was kind of funny. And Nate did a great job.
Crushed it, Nate.
Sunlight vibe.
Yep. All right. So this next tune is The City. Oh man, this is a good one. This one's I'd say it's a little different in my book, but I like it. This one's stoked on this.
Living in the city.
Yep. Anyone got any notes on this one? Dan, you look like you're in a movie theater.
Yes. Any notes? I don't have any notes, but it's really much like an uptown, downtown kind of feel, you know? When you're trying to catch the
Dude,
vibe and you're just driving
you're
down the
in the city.
405.
You're in the city right now. You're in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, buddy. Here, let's get out of the movie
That,
theater.
that
Hold on.
was good timing.
Yeah, I remember. I remember Dan when you came up with the lyrics of this one, man. Like, it just had so much imagery to it. You know what I mean? Like, each verse kind of describes a different scenario in regards to like living in the city. You know, it's like the positives are like one perspective of living in the city, like someone who works in the city, who drives in and out of the city, and then like, kind of the other perspective of like, there's people who choose to live in the city, and then there's people who don't have the choice to live in the city, and that's where they're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the music overall, dude, is super cool. This one's kind of got like, when we first came up with it, I remember Jared, like, there was no piano bang to it, and it was just like a guitar chuck, and Jared was like, dude, that's it right there.
That's the one.
And then we went in the studio, and Greg tried to force a piano bang in there, and Jared's like, dude, we need at least 4 bars of bass and guitar chuck. So if you're listening to this too, and try to find the 4 bars where it's just bass and guitar chuck.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greggy.
Run it.
All right, this next track is called The City. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Concrete castles, they be built. Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Ooh. Uptown, downtown, we living, yeah, yeah. Babylon down, pave these streets. Where we go is what we see. Living to survive, getting by. Wishing there was somewhere else we can stay alive. If I was on some island, hold it down with your friend. Get me out of this here play bed. Is where I've been living. Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Concrete castles, they be built. Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Ooh. Uptown, downtown, we living, yeah, yeah. Oh, the traffic always starts my vibe. I got the radio speakers and I'm bumping it loud. Feeling LA in traffic today. Stop the heat. Hope the records won't melt away. But I'll be chilling on the vibe. Won't be too many times. I'm feeling it live. But I'll say, DJ, play my jam. Cause I'm stuck in this traffic jam. Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Concrete castles, they be built. Uptown, downtown, living in the city. Ooh. Uptown, downtown, we living, yeah, city, uptown, downtown. Living in the city, concrete castles everywhere. Uptown, downtown. Living in the city, ooh, uptown, downtown. We living, yeah. Oh, you love, you love, you love, you love. Oh, the city, yeah, 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 yeah. Living in the city.
Jams.
Jams, Gonzo.
Big tune, bro. Big tune.
And someone in the chat was like, Dan Kelly looks like he's frozen, but you were literally just like still
He's
for like 45
chilling.
seconds.
He was lost in the music, boys. Lost in the music. Lost in the vibe.
Lost in the vibe.
He's lost in the bay.
Hey, yo. So first thing for that tune
Tony McGee.
that came to me, Corey, was that really cool, like Doorsy, like the Doors kind of organ line at the beginning. You want to talk to me about that a little bit? Talk to us about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about it, dude.
Talk about that. Quick question, Gonzo.
Fire.
I mean, I'm sure everybody knows by now that I like all music. I grew up like, listening to a lot of Motown, soul music, classic rock. I'm a big Doors fan. I bought some cool virtual instruments, and one of them was like a Vox Continental or like a Farfisa or some type of organ. Like, I love the B3 sound. I have a C3 and an M3 and a Leslie, and I love that sound. But man, there's something really cool about those old electric organs. So when I kind of worked this track out, at least the intro, I was like, dude, like I want to lay this down. Like I put the E-piano through the intro, which is also very Doorsy, and then I was like, oh man, like I'm gonna throw down this organ, and it ended up just sticking. I actually ended up using, like, we do, like I said, pre-production, so I actually ended up using the take I did in pre-production. Like I tried it on the real organ in the studio, and I was like, nah, like everyone was like, we need to run that same organ. So I printed the MIDI and we threw it in there. And then I also feel like that Doorsy vibe, I don't even know where Dan came up with like the uptown, downtown, the city vibe, but like I feel like it all kind of played together. Like the musical influences for this tune, from being like Doors, Bill Withers, like kind of Sublime with that bassline guitar chuck thing, and then Dan just coming up with this idea for like uptown, downtown, living in the city. I was like, man, that you just hit, like, you checked all the boxes right there, dude.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you, buddy.
that's all reggae is, man. It's like a good catchy hook, a sing along hook, and
Well,
that's it, dude.
I think it was nice letting Dan just kind of like freestyle over the rhythms, like first, like that was kind of the first thing we did was like, here, dude, like whatever kind of comes out, just let's build off of that. And I just feel like that it was a helpful process to kind of get further down the line quicker, because Dan crushed it like on a lot of just the first takes. He just felt it and crushed it, and it was like, all right, like what's the best part of that? Like let's just build off that.
If we get over 100,000 subscribers on our YouTube, we will release the original take of this song in the garage.
The whole album.
So if
The whole album.
if you're in the chat right now and you like all of our stuff and you're not subscribed to our YouTube, this is a shameless plug right now. Subscribe to our YouTube. But yeah, no, I agree with you, Jared. Having Dan like just freestyle over stuff, it was funny because a lot of the times Dan would do something and then we'd be like, yo, do it like that. And then he'd be like, well, like what? And luckily we recorded it. So it'd be like that. And then like
Right.
probably like an hour deep into it, he goes, dude, I'd never sing anything like that. And we're like, well, you did.
True.
I was like, damn it.
You
It's
did, and
over.
it sounded good. So like do it again. Or try.
And again.
Yeah.
And again.
We appreciate Dan being a good sport on this album. He really entertained all the input we had.
Dan crushed it.
And he crushed it and did a great job. I hope you're as stoked with your vocal performance as I am, because I think you did a great job. I think Lou did a great job capturing you. I think we all had fun with it.
Definitely was fun.
But yeah, that was The City. That was dope. I don't know if you guys heard it. I'm not gonna give it away. message us on Instagram if you can tell us the part where it's just bass and guitar chuck for 4 bars. If you can find that part,
And a timestamp.
yeah, send the timestamp. Tell me where it's at, chorus, verse, what part, what 4 bars, and there might be a prize for you. Maybe a vinyl. I don't know. If you don't have one of the vinyls, there's still some up for pre-order. They're pretty sick. But yeah, that was the city. I mean, that was one of my favorites, dude. Jared, you crushed that bass line. I really liked the bridge breakdown. It was super rad. Yeah, so I think the next one up is The Situation. Anyone want to preface this one?
One take Dan. Pretty
One
much
take
it.
Yeah.
Timmy, bro.
One take Dan.
Yeah, I
You
think
know, sometimes it's not about the day, it's about the situation. It sounds, poetic to how it goes, but it's really like, no matter what's going on, sometimes you just got to step out of the situation and just realize the day isn't, as bad as it seems. Maybe it's just the situation. So this is probably another one you'd have to listen to a few times to really get the good thought about it. But I tell you what, I wake up sometimes in the morning, I'm humming it, I'm like, dang it got me, stuck on me. So then you want to listen to it again. So good luck. It's gonna be fun.
yeah, I'm on the same page with you on that one. I think this one's like quintessential Fortunate Youth song. Like, we always try new stuff and whatever, but this one is like old school arrangement, switch the drums every like 4 to 8 bars, Dan just belting and crushing it. The chorus has just got a lot of energy, and we got to add horns onto it. I guess that was pretty new, but and then like the end's cool. We'll let it play and you guys can listen to the end, but I really like what we did with the end musically.
Run it.
So, all right, this next
Run
one
in,
is
run in,
called
run in.
Situation.
Sometimes I see it all rise to the fall. Days come and go quicker than the breeze flies away from me. This girl talks to me about a situation. She keeps dancing on the words, baby. The strength of make you go insane and make you lose your brain. Yeah, it's all about the day. It's not the situation. Ooh, it's all about today. It's not the situation. Situation's gotta be. It's all about the day. It's not the situation. Situation's gotta be. I hope it will change before our eyes. Before our eyes, yeah, yeah. Love can be a fickle flame and a catch in a way that love will never stay. Open your eyes and see how this could only be. Yeah, it could be a mistake to fall. Don't give in instead of talk wrong. See the situation is wrong. Oh, I hate to see you sad. Another moment too long. It's all about the day. It's not the situation. Ooh, it's all about today. It's not the situation. Situation's gotta be. It's all about the day. It's not the situation. Situation's gotta be. I hope it will change before our eyes. Before our eyes, yeah,
Greg crushes solo.
It's all about situation. Ooh, it's all about today. It's not the situation. The situation's gotta be. It's all about today. It's not the situation. Situation's gotta be. I hope it will change before our eyes. Before our eyes. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was the situation. I really liked the end. I mean, I think I was like, hey guys, we should do some like Led Zeppelin call and response, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page type thing. And we didn't get Dan to do the Robert Plant part, but we had we had the guys on the horns kind of follow Greg. Greg threw some cool licks together, and it was weird too, cause like we didn't record horns like with us; it was remote, you know. So Greg had to like throw some parts down, and then they all took a stab at like responding. I believe in the music world they call that a call and response, right, Greg?
Yeah, it was definitely a funny kind of guessing game that you're playing on the front end of trying to just leave a pocket for the horns to do their thing. So it worked out. I think you and Lou definitely helped be like, all right, we're going kind of cutting it in half as you go farther down. It's getting shorter and shorter. So just fit something in there. And you know, that was definitely fun working with those guys, John and the Horn Boys.
Yeah, if you guys don't really listen to Led Zeppelin, you should listen to like I don't know what track's a great reference of it, but like I think it happens in a lot of tracks, like you know, like Whole Lot of Love or Since I've Been Loving You, and Robert Plant just goes like, eh, and Jimmy Page goes, it's kind of hilarious.
It's like a jazz kind of thing too. It's like
Yeah, it's very
we call it trading, you know, but you guys aren't necessarily trading fours. You guys are kind of like calling, responding, and like
exactly.
it's a little quicker than four, but
I mean,
sounds great. Yeah.
Don't mistake us for good musicians, my friend. We are not jazz players.
Oh, stop it! You guys are great. You guys are great musicians, bro.
I appreciate that. But yeah, no, that was a fun one. Like I said, I feel like Rev crushed the drums on that. You know, the horns. John had some good ideas. I know John threw us like 2 ideas, and he was super stuck on using one. We were super stuck on using the other. So like, if you can notice the 2 variations in the horn lines from the first part to the second part, applaud to you, because I can't tell the difference. But yeah, anyone else on the situation? Any other notes on that one?
It really touched me and really spoke to me. And that was it.
Crush it, Dan.
Thanks.
One time.
Yeah, I think I made a random
Track
video.
7, right? Is that track 7?
I believe that's 6.
7 up yours, man.
Check 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. 7 is Good Times Roll On, and that's where my playlist kind of gets thrown off. So like,
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
no. 7 is Good Times Roll On, right?
I mean, I don't really know, but
Okay,
I'll
well,
probably check.
I will confirm it on iTunes right now. You guys, if you haven't figured it out, when you make an album, you listen to these songs hundreds and hundreds of times over and over. So sometimes, you know, you don't really listen to them. This might be everyone's first listening in like 6 months.
No, you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
I gotta say,
Okay. I was like, I hope.
phone is
Go for it,
my
Dan.
phone's blowing up, guys. My phone's blowing up.
That's awesome. I got a lot of people.
Too many texts going through.
I got a
Is
lot
it
of
working again?
We can't see it.
Oh wait! It's the background. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna put it up, but you guys text again later on. But it's pretty neat. I don't know who these people are, but they're texting, and you're watching, and I'm saying what's up.
all
Buy the new album.
Good man, Dan.
Yeah, new
Technology.
and
Don't figure this out.
if you just happen to found us on YouTube and you don't know our new album, Good Times Roll On, we're the band Fortunate Youth. It drops tonight at 9 p.m. Western Time or Pacific Standard and 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're anywhere else in the country, or not country, the world, I hope you're somewhere else in the world. YouTube's got a lot of those international viewers. Yeah, I guess use your own time zone accordingly. I can go on my phone and be like,
Use
and
your
I'll-
own time zone accordingly. It's the best words ever.
Yeah, and
Like-
if you're in Guam, this is gonna be your Thursday or your Friday. So
Whoa, don't do that, Corey. You just messed everybody up right now.
all right. So this next track's the title track off the album. It's called "Good Times Roll On." I'm sure everyone has heard it, but we're gonna play it again. So
Roll it.
It's a really fun track to do. There are a lot of cool elements to it. It's kind of a feel-good tune, just to remind us of all the good times we've had together with our friends, our family, and just appreciate the time you spend with your loved ones. So this next track is Good Times Roll On. I hope you guys like it, because I love it.
When I look outside, doesn't matter if it's raining at all. Got the sun in my soul. Ooh, they let the bad vibes go. It's hit the breeze in the trees, music making me at ease, and it's still in the air. Barbecue and family, all friends everywhere. 'Cause when time rolls on, no matter how far away, good times they come and go each and every day. Pulling up in the Volvo, living that South Bay dream. Hearing laughter from the house, yeah, straight to the streets. And you can tell who's cooking the food, yeah, when you're walking the front door. Talking stories about the past and smoking up some more. 'Cause when time rolls on, no matter how far away, good times they come and go each and every day. Yesterday is gone and the memories will stay. So turn up the music and let them good times play. Time rolls on, no matter how far away. Good times they come and go each and every day. Time rolls on, no matter how far away. Good times they come and go each and every day. Time rolls on, no matter how far away. Good times they come and go each and every day. Yesterday is gone and the memories will stay. So turn up the music and let them good times play.
Big tune, boys. Big tune.
Corey's
I love
muted.
it.
Big
Done.
tune, boys. Big
Sign
tune.
me up. I'm gonna share the album with somebody else. I gotta give it away. It's so good.
Yo,
Boom
so
fire. Boom
so I
fire.
kind of want to get into it right away. I got a few questions for you guys actually.
Go for it. Corey, we can't hear you, Corey.
So first one is, I know you guys switch a bunch of instruments all the time, like we've always done. But who played the bass line on that one? It sounds like a Corey bass line, but I'm not sure.
Oh, yep.
Corey.
I baselined this one. Yeah, I like to keep it simple. This thing was very pocket type baseline. It was, at moments it was tough to record just because it was like that, like was very sticky.
Staccato sticky style sounds wicked.
Yeah, no, I had fun doing that. And then actually, dude, like Greg crushed the recording of the guitar because like it's weird, dude. Playing an instrument, like I like to play a lot of instruments. It doesn't mean that like that translates well into recording sometimes. You know what I mean? Which I don't think a lot of people understand. Like if you may write a bass line as a guitarist, but if you have a bass player, that dude is gonna crush your bass line. You know what I mean? But the reason I got the Hawaii background is that guitar lick, dude. We were in Hawaii in January of like 2018, and it was absolutely going off. We had at North Shore. We had like an Airbnb. We were playing some shows out there, and that lick kind of came into my head, and I'd been working with it, and I finally tracked it. And like, dude, that was literally the first thing that came from that song out of anything. Like, it was that guitar lick over some like it might have been different chords or something. But then, dude, that thing came together. That's literally one of my favorite tracks on the album. Dan crushed it with the vocals. Another freestyle vibe where he just like threw things out, and I was like, dude, there's no way you're not saying that because that was money.
I got another thing to chime in on talking about Dan's lyrics. You kind of tapped into about how we started, and you were talking about the Volvo and the South Bay dream. You want to talk about that a little bit? Like, elaborate.
That's just this awesome band of Fortunate Youths. We've been mobbing for 12 years, and we've somehow have always had Volvos. Like we would be on a tribal youth tour, and I think it was their first time. They had 2 Suburbans, we had 2 Volvos, and we would just mob Arizona and California on the west coast, and then even today, Corey still drives a Volkswagen. Yeah, so it's always, I can imagine us always pulling up to Corey's house and hearing them, have the best time, hearing laughter, hearing Gonzo in the living room. I forgot where we were, but it was a pretty cool spot. It's just the old school Fortunate Youth, sitting around making music.
The only part of that story I want to correct is it is not a Volkswagen. It is a Volvo. Totally different car.
Yeah, Volvo. Yeah,
it's a station wagon.
Yes,
with the hatchback.
It's a Volvo DL240 wagon. Volvo is a Swedish car manufacturer. They used to make some of the sickest cars. The new cars or whatever.
The sickest cars.
But yes, there's always been.
We always had Volvos because of our mom.
Yes, our mom absolutely loves Volvos. They're extremely safe cars, and truthfully, they always fit all the gear. They always fit my surf stuff. You can always slam people in the back. They used to make versions where how now they have like the 7th or the 3rd row seating with 7 people. In old Volvo wagons, they like in the trunk it would flip up as a chair, and you could sit 2 people backwards to fit 7, which was like the sketchiest thing. But as a kid, like we were going like 75, our parents driving us down the freeway with all of our friends in the car, and 2 of us are sitting back like staring at oncoming traffic behind us. Always fun.
All that, and it's a great vehicle to actually store your gear in if you're touring. Yeah. Come to find.
This is not a Volvo ad, but hey, if you guys want to endorse us, we're not going to turn you down.
There you go. I got one more question actually for you guys. It was kind of bouncing off Dan's line or your guys' line about he said pulling up in the Volvo, living that South Bay dream. What does that mean to you guys? Because you're saying, is it because like a bunch of musicians come out of the South Bay? Like, what is the South Bay dream? Talk about that a little bit.
It's the place where all your dreams can come true. Yee!
Dan's from Mississippi, so I'm sure he sees it in a different light.
Oh, I think you made a good point though, Gonzo. Like growing up in this area, it's like it's a very music culturally cultural area. I mean, like there's a lot of punk rock bands that started here. You know, we had influences of reggae bands that played around here from like, you know, Tomorrow's Bad Seeds. I mean, I used to listen to like, I don't know. There's so many bands in this area.
No, Pennywise. Pennywise is like the quintessential
Yeah,
South Bay band. right
Pennywise,
now.
98 Mute, the Deviants.
There you go.
And then even in that realm, like I could only name, you know, there's a handful of little bands that me and my buddies, we always used to jam. Or I used to, when I was like in high school, I always used to like follow my friends' bands around, wishing I was in a band, you know? And
Well, we had at our high school, we had a lot of bands. Like we had a pretty thriving music scene. I feel
Yeah,
like. You know?
you're right.
there's a lot of talented musicians out there, man. I mean, dude, I can name like at least 4 or 5 people from a high school who are still professional musicians at a incredible level of like, you know, they're good at what they do.
There's always been like the vibe here that just, you know, I think there's good music appreciation, like at the Lighthouse, like the old school
Yeah.
stop, you know, for a lot, like I think, you know, like it's been going on and we just kind of fell into it and got to learn about all the, you know, whoever was in that time period that rolled through or lived here or, you know, grew up here. So, you know, like Dan's story, you know, coming from Mississippi. to
He's a
the
different South Bay. He's a different South Bay, right?
But he
Well,
knew about the South Bay.
now he's in LA. Now he's an LA vibe guy. You know what I mean? He's got
Been here
his
25 years.
he's got his Mississippi as well. But you know, you're like, yeah, Dan could pass for a local. You know what I mean?
But-
He's
Dan is a
But
local.
Dan, did you know Hermosa was like a punk rock town? You know what I mean? Like moving out here,
No,
you didn't
no
know.
clue.
Yeah,
Here-
no.
Uh-uh.
Here's a better
I
question.
didn't,
man.
I didn't know Pennywise, and I knew them as friends that we would have drinks all the time, and then they were in a band, and I was like, oh, what's the band? Oh, cool, Pennywise, that's cool. They were pretty big. They're pretty, you know. Then I mean, we're in a town where Slash, Guns N' Roses, used to work at the car shop above the Hermosa Beach car wash on the aviation. Like you got the Descendants, Black Flag. I don't know if you're even old enough to know who White Snake was, but they were a Palos Verdes band just down the street. There's a lot of random ass stuff. Hey, what was that? I can't think of it.
We're
now.
down this only road I've ever known.
There's the underground though, like the Ghetto Fabulosos that nobody knows about except for Rico. They were the
True.
best band. The best band.
Shout out.
Dude, that was a very
Fabulosos.
that was a very inspiring album. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That album and then
The
other-
lion's share, the lion's share. No,
Alright.
no, we don't care.
All right.
there's like
Yeah.
there's 3 inspiring albums, but 2
Blood
out
from
of
my
some
body,
music.
and give me fruit from my soul.
was
Sorry.
no, but like,
That's-
dude, that Ghetto Fabulosos album, and then like what really got me going was
Reminiscing.
the Simkin Walk Tall EP or like album. You know, like the 7-track Simkin Walk Tall with the dubs on it.
Simkin.
That put me at a whole nother level, dude. I mean, other that and the whole Big Ship Freddie McGregor album, but like that's not local. But that's really. But the South Bay Dream, hey Dan, I mean, when did you start even getting into bands, dude? Like, how did you even know you sang? You know, like what was
I
your
always
deal?
sang. I always played music. I was 12 and 13, and I
was
just
a-
always played music.
With those glasses on? That was epic. I always sang.
I sang, man. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
man, he's living that South Bay dream, boys. I don't know what to
Yeah.
tell you.
You fell into it, and you finally it culminated into a song with a line where you just utilized it. That's epic. Yeah. That's Crusher. Right
Well,
there.
I think
We call that full
that
circle.
that barbecue scene, you know, it's like pulling up. It's like Dan, you know, describing. It's like somebody's you knew who was
Dude,
cooking, but like when you were
that's
like
real.
you know, you're like, oh, it's the vibe. It's you're living the South Bay Dream, old school style. When I think we're rolling up in Volvos, you know, to all the 5 bars in Hermosa that we would kind of run around and be like, you know, old school throwback nostalgia.
I mean,
Lighthouse, Patrick Malloy's.
that line you said though, Greg, is like
Boogaloo.
That's such a goosebump
Boogs.
line where it's like, dude, like we all know each other and we've all like have our personal close friends and stuff around us so much that like that you can literally tell who's cooking, like from the smell of what's being cooked. You're like, oh man, like oh deboned chicken with like Italian dressing being smoked. Oh, that's Dan. Oh,
Oh.
Korean
I
short
can
ribs.
tell. I
Korean
I
short
can
ribs.
always tell when Corey's cooking.
Oh, fish must be Greg. But yeah, no, that tune's one of my favorites. Hey, all right, so this next one, I need confirmation just because my playlist is messed up. I'm pretty sure it's Friend, right? Is Friend the next track, or is E minor interlude? Oh, Cadence in the mix. Did you,
This is a perfect song for Cadence.
Gallus says it's
Hi,
friend.
Uncle Corey.
all right, it's Friend. All right,
It's friend.
Friend it is. All right, guys. So this next tune is Friend. It's got some cool lyrics in it. And Dan's second verse totally blew my mind. He one take that he couldn't even do it again because it was so good. It is like,
One take Timmy.
dude, we like laughed.
Adam Mill.
We laughed at how good it was and how humorous it was. And then when Dan told us the backstory on it, we were like, oh, that's epic. So we'll play the tune. And Dan,
Actually, it was
Dan-
kind of hard to do it. It was hard because it's like
Oh.
all those different things.
we forced you to do it. We absolutely forced you to do it. You went in there and you're like,
It took
I wrote
hours.
This out.
I think.
I wrote this out, but I don't know if it's gonna work, dude. It took hours, but we used the first take because that was the best one.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I agree. I agree.
But yeah, well, we can talk about it a little bit more. I'm gonna play it right now. This next one is called "Friend." I believe it's the 8th track off of our album. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Can't stop where I'm going. Can't change where I've been. It's gonna take a long time before we find us to all love again. Ooh, it's gonna be days like this when you need a little lift to that ganja split. Give me the fire, double do. All I'm feeling found, all I'm feeling blue. I'm looking for a friend like you, so we can take a dab or two. We should maybe roll one, two. Drop that fire, go get the groove. Feel alright, yeah, yeah. Phone call, this is what's the time. My watch is broken, 17 on mine. Forget the reclaim, the session is on. Low tip on the chords, copy, I'm gone. A slab of shatter, a jar of diamonds. Don't forget the banger. I got the butter and I bring my friends. Stop it all to the end. Ooh, let's do it again. I'm looking for a friend like you, so we can take a dab or two. We should maybe roll one, two. Drop that fire, go get the groove. Feel alright, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I'm looking for a friend like you, so we can take a dab or two. We should maybe roll one, two. Drop that fire, go get the groove. Feel alright, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
It's kind of trippy when it speeds up, huh?
Big tune, boys. Big tune.
Yeah, you know us. We gotta have our pot song in there, so we threw a little dab tune in there.
Bro,
Yo.
bro, so talk about the name change. It was called something different before, right?
Oh, I think it was literally called Dab Will Do, but like, you
I
know,
like
Oh,
the
okay.
dabble too. I was digging the dabble
Dabble
too.
do.
I was like, friend, what happened?
It's your friend, bro. Who's your friend, Mary Jane? Dab.
Oh man, dude, the dabble too.
Every time I
Yeah,
hear
but
that
dabble
song,
do.
all I can think of like the original chorus I tried to force on you that had like the Brian McKnight vibe, where it was like, "One,
Oh.
you make my dreams come."
Dream come true.
Yeah.
To just wanna
Like,
be with
the em-
you.
I don't think you want to sound like R. Kelly right now.
No, it's Brian McKnight, dude.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
Brian
sorry.
McKnight.
Yeah, get the.
Almost
He's
same
right.
thing
It's
though,
Brian
right?
McKnight. Corey is right.
It's not the same thing, dude. But I remember I was like trying to
Not
get
the
you to I was trying to get you to emphasize that first word, and then I wrote some like we worked out some super cheesy pre-pro I forced you on, and then Jared heard that and was like, "Dude, we can't do that.
Forcing me.
That's a no go." And then you guys reworked the chorus out to be like entertaining and more like, "Yeah, that works." But
And Corey didn't think it was gonna fly, and then I was like, dude, that's like the best. What do you mean? That's like the
Yeah.
best he could have done.
Dan,
And then Adam Hill came through with the clutch lyrics for Dan, and it was over.
give us a little insight on that second verse. What do you say? Like a jar of diamonds, grab a banger, I got the butter. and I'm
Dan
like,
doesn't even know what he said. He was unconscious when he did it in like one take. And we were like, I was like, I don't think he can do it again.
No, I wrote it down. I wrote it down because I had to. I called my buddy Adam Mill. I think he's called the highest stoner or highest host or something like that. But a good guy. And so he always does the dabs more than anyone I know, even Jared or all the boys. So I was like, I need some words. I need some vocabulary on what's more words got to do with pot, like dabbing. He's like, well, you got the banger, you got the slab of shatter, jar of diamonds, you got the reclaim, in case you ran out, you got some of that reclaim. And then you got 710, so you could be like, all right, my watch is broken. You calling your friend. It was pretty much second verse, like calling your homie. He's like, hey, what's up? He's like, oh, nothing much. You know what time it is? Like, I don't know. My watch is broken. He's like, yo, it's 7:10 on mine. So come on over. Forget the reclaim. The session is on. I got the banger. I got the butter. Grab your diamonds. The shatter. The banger is gonna be hot. You got to go on. Hot nails. You got to go cold, low temp. Even go low temp on it. It really gets down to it. Again, you might have to hear this one twice just to really get it in.
yeah.
But then after you dab it out and you smoke a joint and you realize, let's do it again.
Yeah.
I told you guys Dan was from Mississippi.
Whoa, look who's in the house, dude.
Oh, dude!
Hey, what's going? Straight from Toro, ladies and gentlemen.
Look who's crashing the party. He's a few songs early, but he's here to hang out. Oh man, the whole crew's there. Hey,
Yeah, dude, play it.
Safakis, I have a hat on, dude. It's all good. Things are all G.
Hey, you know what I liked about the about this last tune is that you guys did actually like a classic steppers beat, which a lot of Cali bands aren't tapping into. They do a lot of the goof off.
Yeah.
And you guys did a nice up tempo steppers.
Step
And it's like it keeps the vibe up tempo and nice and like
you
groovy and
use the cross stick through some
yeah.
that solo. I I'm not much of a guitar player, but I put that solo together, and then I had my buddy Kyle Ahern. Always shout out Kyle, dude's the G from the beginning. Yeah,
From Revolution, Kyle Ahern.
Yeah, you do harmony vocals, dude, and I let the guy do some harmony guitar.
Damn, hey, that's a smart move. He's a shredder.
Oh, dude, I was like, hey, I'm looking for like that Jessica Allman Brothers vibe, and he just crushed it.
Allman vibe.
So that was Ahern on the solo, just to clarify.
No, I played the solo. I
Together.
had Ahern do the harmony
Boom,
guitar.
boom, boom,
Like,
boom.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
go-
because I was gonna say the solo sounds like a Corey solo. It sounds like nice, well thought out,
Yeah.
and like
I mean, you know how I approach my solos, but like you do harmonies, dude. Like I can't. I just ship it to somebody else, dude. I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to find guitar harmonies. You could ship it to like Nate though. Nate smoking cigarettes in the bandwagon.
Sorry, I'm busy that day, bro. Sorry.
Don't tell bandwagon.
Get it.
Alright, but no, let's rush through these next couple ones, dude, so we can get Nate's insight on grooving.
You guys taught us how to tour, man. The one thing that you guys told us was there's no rules at all.
Nate!
I think
Right.
Dan-
Gonzo!
Nate!
Gonzo, what's up, Lila?
What you talk about? What you talk about, Aya? What you talk about?
What's up, Lila?
Chirp, 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 chirp.
All
We
right.
should do this more often.
Oh, definitely. Like, we don't have to. I mean, Nate crushes this, dude. He does his songs from scratch, dude. He's always on this, dude, making the world go
Nate's
round.
crushing the game.
But
You guys are
One thing-
crushing the stream. The stream looks great.
we're doing what we
Thank
can.
you.
Dude. I learned
We've been
from
working out.
beforehand. I texted.
Look at Dan's background, bro. He's got a filter on his face.
He's on it.
know Fortunate had their own
He's a
island.
streamer, dude.
Look.
Fortunate bought their own island.
Fortunate Island?
All right.
Fortunate Island, bro.
This could turn into a 5-hour stream. I'm playing the next tune. All right. This
Run the
next
tune.
one-
Run the
it.
tune.
This next one's called E minor interlude. We just started jamming it live, and we always like to put instrumental songs on our album. Sorry, Dan, you didn't make this cut on this song, but yeah, it's our live. It's our buddies John and Art crushing. This is Gonzo. This hits back on what you talked about earlier. They're trading fours or trading bars, whatever you want to call it. But this one's called E minor interlude. It's kind of intermission.
Gonzo said-
So if you got to pee, you can pee now. It's kind of like it fits a purpose in the album. That's how we do our albums.
No,
What
this is
the-
not a P track. This is a tune in.
Son of a bitch.
Jam right there, dude.
Wicked interlude
Mike.
right there. I like that.
It.
Could have been
I
mild.
think I got goosebumps, ladies and gentlemen. Bumps on the goose.
First time Dan's ever heard that one.
Well,
Woo!
we have Nate. We have Nate.
Today.
So who's your section? Like, who's your section? Like, you guys are kind of have like the specific tone. Like, is it the
So-
same guys you use?
Ron
every
Ton.
time?
John.
Tone. Dan's all about the tone. Christopher Walken.
Ron Ton.
It's
Christopher
the
Walken.
tone.
Your tone's wrong. Come in the room. Get out
Your
tone.
tone's all wrong.
This album,
Fucking hit you with a hammer.
this album consisted of John Kromenacker on trumpet, Art. I can never say Art's name right. Kirchlau or something like that. Kirchlau on tenor and baritone.
Okay. Saxophone, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, man, Art.
Played alto saxophone, and then man, I feel bad. I think the other guy's name was Jeff Grice on trombone. And truthfully, dude, like when we worked out these parts with John was like, this dude is like, bro, I got this big sound idea. He literally wanted to do like 5 horns for every song. Like if you listen to Sunlight, there's like trombone, tenor, baritone, and trumpet. And then like he tried to like swing an alto in there. We're like, yo, dude, like.
Was that the guy that wrote the parts too? The arrangements?
Yeah. So what we did was like, if we had an idea that we wanted horns on a song, you know, depending on, you know, John was my main point of contact. He was super awesome about it. It was like either I would send him an idea that, you know, say I came up with, Greg came up with, Jared or something like that. And then he would send back a variation of that idea. And I mean, dude, the horns literally, like the back and forth with the isolated recording took like a good amount of time. And then some tunes we were just like, yo, John, do your thing. You know what I mean? The tune that Nate's on, Groovin', actually never originally had horns, pretty much all the way up to like the last part. And Greg was like, dude, this track needs horns. And I was all like, nah, dude, like we already got 6 other tracks. I think we can deal without it. And then I was like, you know what, Greg, I'm kind of being an asshole, dude. You go home.
You gotta fight for the horns, you know what I mean? Like it just depends. I think we did the test of like let it go as long as you can without them, and then you really know. So that was like a good experiment. But I remember saying like we had the pre-pro, like I remember like I don't know, I think this song needs some horns, but you know, it makes sense. Like you want to kind of you don't want to overcrowd stuff, so you kind of like start simple and leave room, and if it really needs it, you know, you need it. So that's why I was like, sorry, Corey, but like I'm gonna bug you about this for
you know what though, Greg?
I thought the horns turned out incredible, dude. Like they have this like, this whole thing. It's like super fire and militant style. And
yeah, it was a fun it was a fun process. I think we sent back and forth, you know, between like Corey, you know, me, John, Brian, like everyone had like versions, and I think we ended up like creating one hybrid with where everybody had at least one of their ideas in the line in some part of the song. So it was pretty cool in that sense, you know what I mean? Everyone got creative, and we're like,
there was a lot of approvals involved in this album, especially with the remote recording, where it's like, hey, yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
Did you listen to that? And it's like, dude, I already listened to that version. You're like, no, this is the updated version.
I know to check my email every 30 minutes in case Corey sent, you know, version 5.
Oh man, I didn't even,
just depending on whatever, and it makes sense because Corey's in the zone.
I did not.
It makes things like 4, 5, 3. What do you think?
I think
I was lost.
I think I sent more
the whole time.
I spent more time sending email updates than I did recording on this album. I just was like,
I doubt that.
You need an email update? You need an email update? Hey, dude, you need
this extra hours in the pre and post for the
Yo, so another crucial thing I heard was that kind of modulation that I thought you were going to go to at the ending. I thought you were going to go into the groove like a full step up or something, because it sounds like you guys are going to go into some sort of modulation. Pretty fire.
I think that's live, right? That was like the live.
We took the out from the live, yeah. So like we normally carry that out into another song, so we'll take it through the scale up until it's somewhere close to where the next song.
So you use it as a modulation and you put it on the album in context like that.
Yeah, we're like, should we write another outro? And we're like, nah, we'll just do it.
No, good call, because it sounds great and it sounds professional and it's very poppy too, which is like something like you guys don't do a lot of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love my 90s pop music.
Yeah, bro.
Don't get named.
A little bit, dude.
Don't get named.
It's kind of got like a jump, like a full step jump. I thought you were gonna go into it a full step up again. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a Gonzo outro. I would.
No, that's a Fortunate Youth outro, and it's clear.
If there was a guitar squeal in there, it would have been an Ayatera outro.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to the next tune because we got Nate on here. I want to get to his tune, but there's still one more before it, and this next tune is actually also one of my favorites. Rhythm Rider, featuring our good boy from Idle Vibes, Dread Kennedy. Kennedy's been around for a while, dude. He's essential to the South Bay reggae scene, literally. I've met that kid straight out of high school, dude, and like he has one of the seriously great voice, dude, out of control. Another master of harmonies. Gonzo, you can respect the guy with his harmonies. I've seen him go with Josh and literally just like no rehearsal, follow Josh, which
Big time.
Heinrichs is
Big time. Kennedy's a poly, bro.
Yeah.
Kennedy's a Samoan poly, bro. He knows what's up with the harmonies. He gets it. He knows what's up, dude. So big respect to
He
Kennedy.
doesn't even
Kennedy.
he doesn't even have to know the song or the lyrics. He'll just
At
stand
all.
on stage and make eye contact with you and guess.
Literally, Nate, that's like you've jammed with Kennedy enough. You've had him sit in and do harmonies randomly back in the day, and that's literally
So
what he
many
does.
times.
He like
He
reads
just
reads
he
your
does.
lips before you say anything and
stares at you in the eyes, and then he just finishes your phrasing.
It's all like, but yeah, no. Kennedy's on this track. We were on tour with Josh, and it was Skillinja and Kennedy were in the green room, and me and Travi threw a beat together, and Travi threw a sick bass line, and those guys literally just toasted this track, and then it lived on my computer for like a year. And when we came around to doing this album, like everyone's all like, "Yo, dude, what's up with that? What happened to that Rhythm Rider track?" And I was like, "It's on my computer. What do you guys want to do?" And we're like, "Hey, let's work it out on the album." So we talked to the guys, and they were all about it. Skilly was about it. Kennedy was about it. Kennedy lives by us, so he was able to cut the vocals at the studio that we work out of. And then Skilly just did it out, and I think he was in Missouri, dude. He's all like, "Yo, dude, I'm going to go to the studio, shoot me some bus fare." I was like, "Dude, we'll buy you lunch, bro. Like, we got you." And his verse is awesome, dude. He crushed it. We were super stoked on it. And, yeah, I mean.
Hey, Kennedy's living that South Bay dream too, homie.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
He knows, dude. Music's life. Dude, I recorded Kennedy in a garage for like an acoustic session, and that dude was like 17. He had to like have a parent come over with him. It was pretty awesome. So it's like a full circle to get him on this album, dude. So if you guys haven't checked out Kennedy or any of his projects like Idle Vibes or Dread Kennedy, you guys need to check that out.
Kennedy,
yeah. This one's Rhythm Rider, dude. It's got the hand claps, kind of throwback to that late 80s, early 90s.
Classic.
Digi, we were gonna keep the digi drums, but we changed it up a little. So you guys haven't heard this track yet, so I hope everyone listening likes this one. This one's called Rhythm Rider.
Listen up.
Alongside Fortunate Youth, Dread Kid. Fortunate Youth alongside Dread Kid and watch it. Rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up under the beat and we are nice it. We say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat, so rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat and we are nice it. We say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat, so making them at 6 degrees of separation. Kevin Bacon, Hollow Man. Box with me, that's like trying to hit a hologram. Prince not seen with the footwork, I'm hella bad. Bob weave, stick, jab, move and get him hella mad. Uber mad, live mad, cause I'm in a yellow cab. I'm running circle around them DJ like I'm Yellow Man. You got Ghostface, Raekwon, Method Man. I set the pace like Wu-Tang at the Meadowlands. Now you locked in the cage with a veteran that is morphed to a space-age specimen. I get high off a high-grade medicine. You can catch us late night, Dave Letterman. Rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat and we are nice it. We say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat, so fortunate them say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat and we are nice it. We say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat, so watch it. I read the rhythm and I'm feeling so complete. Rolling up the message, go ahead and speak. We rocking what the DJ spells. Got to have the music it up and make it
that's the jam.
Put the melody above it in the rock. Turn it up and play Suck up under the beat and we are nice it We say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Circle on the beat so we are it. Rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat and we are nice it We say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Circle on the beat so watch on. Now this your time, we are classic. Ragamuffin style, we are flash it. Drum on the bass, we are mash it. Long aside the rhythm, them flash it, Lord. Skilly up in nice it up. Emergency, I spit them up in light it up. When we
Sounds like a Snoop Dogg song, doesn't it?
Hop up on the rhythm once again, Lord. Rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Suck up on the beat and we are nice it. We say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Circle on the beat sound. We are it. Rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Circle on the beat and we are nice it. We say no rhythm rider, we are rhythm rider. Circle on the beat sound. What's going up on the rhythm? Just like a rider. Hop up on the mic center. So let's think up on the rhythm. Just like a rider. Hop up on the mic center.
All right. First thing I want to say, guys, is if you can go and find all the references to like all the pop culture references that Skillinja made in his verse, and you can send us like an image of each of them. I believe someone in our band already did this because I was like I saw. Sometimes I think I know what people are saying, but I had no idea. And Skillinja's the best at using name references in a song and like just blowing your mind at connecting the dots.
Yo, the late night with David Letterman was a vibe.
The first line is the vibe, dude. 6 degrees of separation. Kevin Bacon, Hollow Man. Like when we heard that,
It's funny because like Skillinja is pretty underrated, I feel like. And like until I worked with him on the Josh Heinrichs record, I was like, damn, this fool's pretty fire, dude. And I didn't really know how dope he was.
Skillinja, dude.
Lyrically, he's a beast, dude. When he opened with that line, like on the demo version we had, he didn't open with that line and it wasn't really in it. And I forget who it was, and I'll just say it was me just because like I don't want to throw anyone under the bus here, but it was almost like, dude, you can't start with that. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I was like, that's like this. That makes no sense. Like, that's the first thing that popped in my head is that makes no sense. And then like someone like Google Wikipedia like 6 degrees of separation. I was like, oh, like the theory that like if you know someone within 6 people, they know someone. Okay. And then like Kevin Bacon, I was like, oh, he did a show about that. And then Hollow Man, I was like, what's Hollow Man? I was like, oh, dude, that's a movie Kevin Bacon was in?
Yep, exactly. You don't remember that movie?
My mind was blown, dude. Like, literally, I was
that's like the old school Lil Wayne where he would throw in like all the pop culture references that you would have to Google. Like Lil Wayne, he was the best with that shit too. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Skilly's the goat for that.
He definitely is, dude. And so if you can somehow figure out all the things he said and send me images that reference everything he said to the Fortune Youth Instagram, we might have a prize for you. And if we don't have a prize, it's worth the effort either way because it's rad. But yeah, no, that tune was fun, dude. That's a green room jam that turned into a.
How'd you guys make the link with Skilly? Like, was it through via Josh? Like how long we've been listening to Josh?
That was in a minute. Like I would say, I mean, Jared might know the year probably that we first actually linked with Josh
Guam
and those guys.
I mean, it's been a long time coming with Skilly. You know, we just finally got him on a track. I feel like him and Kennedy, like, didn't he freestyle that like really just with you, Corey, in like a green room somewhere?
Yeah, we were in Arizona at like Club Red, and I just was learning Ableton, so I made like some digi drums, and I did like I had my APC 40 and was like live dubbing, and I brought a microphone, and those guys were like, "Oh, dude, let us just toast over that," and Kennedy killed the chorus, and then like Skillinja just threw that verse down, and it, like I said, it lived on my computer for like 6 months, and then everyone was like, "Dude, what happened to that track? That track's legit."
I haven't heard that one yet either. That song's tight.
Yeah,
Dan hadn't heard it either. It's tight.
First time didn't hear any of these tracks. All right, well, you know what, dude? We got the man, the myth, the legend here, Crucial Nate from Iatera. If,
Shut up.
if you guys don't know Nate, this guy is one of a kind, dude. Your whole band's awesome, dude. You guys are seriously some of my favorites, dude. Especially touring with you guys. I believe like we took you out on like the most brutalist 8-week tour ever. And
First of all, it was our first national tour ever, and it was 10 weeks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it was 10 weeks.
We try to go, we try to push it as far as we could, connect the dots, Nate, connect the dots.
Dude, you guys got to think back to when you guys first toured the U.S. and like think about the excitement of going to a new city that you've never been to every single night. Like, that feeling when you like wake up and you're like, oh, I've never been in Philly. Oh, I've never been in Denver. Oh, I've never been in fucking, like it was that, bro. And it was also just being on the fucking road, like learning all the ins and outs of what it means to fucking go on tour and play. I mean, we had done some small tours, but I always say it was reggae boot camp.
Is that where Dan taught you the rule that there are no rules?
Well, yeah, but then you guys told me that the rule is
what's rule number
never,
one?
listen to Dan Kelly.
Rule number one.
Don't listen to Dan.
And what's rule number two?
There are no rules.
Rule number one is no shitting on the bus, guys.
Whoa.
Okay. Well,
We never had a bus, Gonzo. We had Volvo.
Listen, the Dan Kelly surpasses that rule because Dan will tell you to shit on the bus. So
that's
like,
true.
you have to
That's because you guys can afford a grinder.
Oh
Don't
my
listen to
god.
Dan.
I wish.
Oh, but yeah, our whole thing on tour for like the past 8 years has been like every band that comes on tour with us, we're like, hey guys, rule number one, and they look at us like we're gonna say something super serious, and we're just like, don't listen to Dan.
And then
Because
rule
people
number
love
two.
to ask me questions, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be good.
No,
Like,
no.
You can
Dan,
think of the answer,
Yeah.
but I'm
And then
just
rule
gonna
number
give you something you
two.
don't want.
Rule number two, it's don't listen to Dan.
I'm gonna back you up, bro. I got some really good advice from you throughout that. I got some sound advice from Dan.
So you
that
didn't
whole
listen
tour.
to Dan at all, right?
Very good.
No Dan.
I listened more to the rule that there are no rules.
There we go.
Sunlight. That's what Sunlight's about.
That's very Warped Tour of you, Nate.
Well, I think that's like
Yeah.
touring in general, dude. Like when you tour with us, we all have like things in common, but we all have our own personality. So like you kind of pick whose personality you're like, oh, I'll do things like that guy. Oh, I'll do things like that.
100%.
Maybe you like that guy, and then whatever you do,
100%.
you
You
know.
guys are all in your. You guys are somehow all in your own ecosystems while still existing together.
Symbiotic
That was
relationship,
deep, Nate.
dude.
That was
Symbiotic.
deep.
Well, dude, apparently my name's Crucial Nate now.
Dude,
Crucial
Oh,
Nate,
boy.
bro.
So you're saying that Dan
That's cruise.
thought you started on Crucial Crystals?
Yeah,
Oh,
Dan
boy.
is Dan is,
Like,
Dan is the,
let me show you the collection. And this one is
Dude.
from New Mexico. And this one is, like, as we're going state to state, that's how, like the
I do have love. Who
yeah.
doesn't?
Dan,
Who doesn't say crystals?
Dan
Who
has a
doesn't, who doesn't
crucial.
keep some rocks?
on all
Dan
my
has a fucking
Good luck.
crucial plunger.
Here's your luck.
my god.
You guys are so crucial.
On
So
all
crucial.
on all my Pandora ads, when I refer to Nate, I refer to him as Crucial Nate. He is
Yeah. Crucial Nate, Crucial
Hey,
Crystals.
You know what though? Here, let's segue to this song.
Play it.
You were crucial to this song, Nate. Seriously, man. Like, we
true.
had the open verse, dude. We didn't know what to do with it, and we're like, dude, who's the guy that's gonna crush it, not ask questions, and just get it to us in like a day? Like, I didn't even ask for it in a day, and this guy sends it back in like a day or two, and I'm just like, bro, you're out of control, man. Like, you're on top of your game right now, dude. You and the guys. You guys are out on tour right now. You're crushing it, dude. You guys just dropped a new album. You guys are literally, dude. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You guys are on top of it right now. So,
Well,
Big
thanks.
up Ayaterra, bro.
Wait,
You guys are
didn't
crushing.
you, Nate, didn't you send that back while we were in the studio? I think we got in there at noon, and Nate probably sent the verse back by 4 p.m. I don't know.
Probably because fucking Corey hit me up and said I had 48 hours. So I just
Yeah, he
turned it
said
around to
songs-
2.
Songs due in
remember
48
that.
hours, or something's gonna explode.
Are you
Yeah.
sure you didn't have 94 hours?
No, oh, I like that reference right there. I like where you're going with that,
Hey,
Gonzo.
if you guys don't know, Gonzo used to be a big metalhead hardcore shredder. So him and Nate are like
Oh,
eye to
oh, I
eye
know.
on that level. There's references they can make that none of us will understand, but
Yeah, specifically the 94-hour reference. I have pizza on my head.
Still alive.
awesome, dude. I'm gonna have to get a slice on my head too. But yeah, So this next tune's grooving,
Yeah.
dude.
Huh?
Like we said, it didn't have horns. Greg forced some good horns on there. We didn't have Nate, and Nate came in and just crushed it with his verse. And Dan's already there singing, so like that's cool. And then Gonzo blessed us with some harmonies on this tune. So
Oh,
I
sick.
think I'm pretty stoked with how this came out. So this next one is grooving, and then after we can ask Nate how he came up with his verse so quickly. All right. This next one's called Groovin', featuring Nathan from Iatera, Crucial Nate from Iatera.
Whatever, dude.
Wake up to the sunrise, grooving and feeling alive. And nothing gonna stop me moving, nothing gonna change my heart. Yeah, we got the uptown state, just can't stop. Gonna push it long, vibe you can't drop. Move it tonight. Life is vibes and I'm feeling strong. Alright, groove it to the beat of the drum. Let the bassline drop down low. Move it to the sound of it all. Life is vibes and I'm feeling strong. Life is vibes and I'm feeling strong.
There is a feeling in the air, I wanna capture it. A kind of magic in the atmosphere is happening. You hear the call of it all, you got to answer it. We light it up and set it off before we passing it. Hey, this reggae music comes to soothe your soul. We keep the vibes up high and the bass down low. I take you with me everywhere that I go, so I know just keep it grooving and love will follow.
Groove it to the beat of the drum. Let the bassline drop down low. Move it to the sound of it all. Life is vibes and I'm feeling strong. Life is vibes and I'm feeling strong. Ooh, feel the rhythm, yeah. Groove it to the beat of the drum. Let the bassline drop down low. Move it to the sound of it all. Life is vibes and I'm feeling strong. Life is vibes and I'm feeling strong.
Yes, we going strong, move it all along. This is our song and we groove it on. Yes, we going strong, move it all along. This is our song and we groove it on.
That's dynamite.
Big tune, boys.
Yeah, Nate.
Man.
Yeah, Nate.
Happy birthday to all the birthdays out there.
Yeah,
Hey,
happy
Nate,
birthday,
good job.
Hey,
Conde or Conde. I'm really bad with last names, obviously.
Happy
But
birthday.
happy birthday. Nate, how'd you?
I like your hat, Nate.
How'd you crush that
Thanks,
out so
Dan.
quickly, dude? Like, obviously you got your home studio set up, dude. So like that was a plus, right? You did that at your house.
Yeah, man, I did it at the house. Honestly, I was thinking about it because you said before you played the song you were gonna ask me that.
Like,
And I was-
had no idea.
Well, I was thinking of, I honestly had no idea, but I was thinking about how it came to be. And when you texted me about it, I had and then when you asked me about it right now, I have this very specific memory of I was sitting in line at a drive-through at a Jamba Juice in my car, and I fucking pressed play on the song, and that horn line kicked in, and just this classic FY vibe started blaring through the speakers, and I was like, yes, because that tune for me, that whole instrumental section that repeats throughout that song with the horns and everything, like to me, that's like the spirit of FY right there. Just a heavy fucking rhythm with like that classic horn section. It brought me back to like the fucking Irish State of Mind days or like It's All a Jam days. And I'm like, holy shit. I felt honored to be asked, obviously, by you guys, but I don't know. I just went home and started writing, man. Usually if I'm doing the feature, I'll just sit down and I'll just allow it some time and just actually think about it for a little bit, but I'm not going to spend that much time on it, man. I want to document where I'm at in the time and place, put it down on some paper, track it. And that's usually it. Sometimes I'll come back to it later and doctor it up, but usually it's just like whatever's coming out first, that's going to be the best, you know?
Yeah, dude.
I hear that.
Fire, pure
rad.
fire.
Like you knocked it out of the park, dude. When you sent the outro too, we were like, dude, that was money.
I know. How'd you know to get in on the outro, Nate? That's what I want to know because I like.
I try to like lace it up throughout the track, but like a lot of vocalists will feel me. Like that whole ad lib thing has never been my strongest like point of singing. You know, like
some solid yes in there.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like it gets better as you can, but like when it comes to actually tracking it, like for me, there's still a gap to connect. Like if we do it live, I'll hit some cool yeahs and some na-nas like throughout the tune. But when you're tracking it, you're always like hit an ad lib and be like, I don't know if that's the one. So I just wanted to lace it up as much as possible without feeling like I was forcing it, you know?
No,
it was tight. We were like, oh damn, that's like it fit perfect. It was like
it kind of hits back on what we talked about with like Gonzo earlier. Like it was something we had never thought of. We're like, oh, here's this like 8 bars, you know, like crush the verse. That's great, you know. And then that open space is there, dude. And you sent us back that, and we're like, dude, that's tight. That's tight.
Well, that's a cool part about collab too. Is like you get like a fresh set of ears on it, you know, and hear some things that maybe you and the guys didn't think about, you know.
100%, man. And if you're trying to work on your ad libs, dude, I suggest listening to Michael Jackson. The dude's the king.
I don't know if I'll ever be much of an ad lib guy, but I respect the hustle. Just to throw it back to Kennedy, dude, he's the ad lib king.
Oh yeah.
Kennedy did the same thing at the end of Rhythm Rider. He like threw an outro down, and we were like, I was like, man, like I don't know what made you do that, but I think we should keep it because it sounds tight. You know?
I feel like I need to tell that story. Kennedy like hit me up the day before. We're pretty much done with the track, and he's all like, dude, like I need to get in there. I have an idea. I need to do this at the end. And I was like, dude, like it's good the way it is. And then Jared's like, well, no, I want to add the instrumental part at the end because I like the synth. So let's just run it out with the music. And then Kenny's like, dude, I need to get in there. I have something. He gets in there. He spends maybe like an hour and crushes that out. And then I get out and I was like, so is that the idea? He's like, dude, I don't have any ideas, dude. I just went in there and made some stuff up. And I was like, bro, you're out of control. But yeah, I mean, like you said, dude.
That's how the best shit happens, man.
Yeah.
Well,
that's always how the best shit happens.
Crushed it too.
What was that?
And then Shakamon came in and crushed it too. Because
Shakamon made it like, okay, like it can't not be on the track because the harm just sounded so tight. So
I was again just going, no, give him another one. Get Shaka in there for some more because it sounded so good, and these guys, it was pretty fun process. It was a funny one.
That was funny. That was funny because like we had Gonzo on all the tracks, and Shaka was there, and Greg's just like, put Shakamon on it. He needs to be in there. Let's do it. Kenny, don't even do your own background vocals. Shakamon needs to do them, and they crushed it, dude. They sound good together, dude. They're like one being together when they're singing, dude. It's gnarly. I mean, I'm sure you know Nate and Dan. It's like some people just blend well together as vocalists, you know. And
very true, very true.
And some people can just fit their voice behind things. And you guys are lead singers, dude. You guys are great at like having your voice and standing out. But like when people blend in behind you and stuff like that, you know, it's crucial stuff.
I think it's like it's often lost on a lot of lead singers because like you're so used to singing your parts, you know what I mean? That it's like it's a skill that's attained only by practice and by doing it more.
Yeah, 100%. All right, guys.
True.
All right, so you know we're gonna hit you guys with the last tune. We're at like 2 hours. I'm surprised there's still 100+ people watching, and you know I'm sure some of us got to cook some dinner and stuff like that.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Hey,
Hope you
you're
enjoyed that.
more than welcome to chill through the last tune, but I also don't want to hold you. I know you're living the tour life right now.
Nate just got off stage. He's like, I'm here, guys.
We got off stage like an hour ago, but yeah, I'm gonna bounce. But just want to say, love you guys. Thanks for having me on the record once again, man. You guys fucking rock.
Thanks, Nick.
Love you,
Thanks for
Nate.
blessing
Yeah,
us.
dude.
Crushing it.
Appreciate you. You guys stay safe
Smashing
out
out
there.
there.
Send the rest
Hey,
of
that-
you guys our love.
The album comes out in what, 24 hours or what?
We
An hour.
Ow!
we loopholed it, dude. It's Thursday, so it's out in an hour and a half.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Hour and
Oh
a
my
half,
gosh.
people.
Yeah,
Countdown's happening.
Travel safe, fellas. Travel safe.
Thank you, man. Congrats, and thank you guys for everything, man.
Thanks for jumping in, Nate. Peace,
Good
brother.
man,
All right,
Nate.
boys. Late.
Safe travels.
All right, guys. So last tune on this album is called "The Cure." Right?
Oh yeah.
This song was fun to make. I think it started with Greg coming, bringing a tune together, and then we worked out the arrangement, and then Dan scratch-tracked some great vocals, which really brought the tune, like, really brought it together. I think we always put some cool stuff, like something a little different at the end of every one of our albums, and this song, has a nice little feel-good, like, music steppers vibe to it. Kind of reminds me of, like, Melody from one of our other albums. But yeah, I mean, what is this song to you guys like, like why is this a good culmination to the record in general?
I think it's speaking to the times. I think that's what hit when Dan was kind of freestyling and you guys did that session and he came back with that hook of the chorus. And I think it was like definitely hit the feel of what we're going for right now, which is like a resolution to whatever it is that's going on, just kind of like Dan has his best explanation, I think, of that lyric, what he means by that. The world we're standing for. I think that just set the theme for the whole track.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let Dan explain it, but for me, I kind of get the peace, love, and unity vibes where it's like,
Yeah.
man, like, whatever problems there are, whatever things there are, just remember that, like, we coming together and showing love and, respecting each other, peace, love, and unity, and coming together to be one that's the answer, in this case, to the cure for whatever problems you may be having in life or whatever perspective issues that may be occurring, because everything's always not perfect, but you got to remember you have support from your loved ones and all the, humans in general, But
humans.
hit it, Dan.
Oh no, it's exactly what you said. It's the situation in life that we live in is always the question that people kind of get stuck up on, is who and what and when and what happened, And the truth of the matter is, what does it matter about the question? It's more about the answer. Like, at the end of the day, we're looking for a life worth living and a world worth standing for, and be good to each other. And the cure is me and you. It's everybody giving love and showing respect. So and giving love to help everybody else out. Let's play the tune. Sounds groovy.
Love is the cure, bro.
Love is the cure, bro.
This is a cure. All
Bonzo
right.
sounds good in this too.
Yeah.
Love is the cure.
Harmonies on this one and the guitar. Greg crushed the guitar on this too. So this last track off the album is The Cure. I hope you guys like it.
Feeling the love coming in doesn't mean it's easy. It's all just the way you play. Seeing the love on your face. standing for, counting on us to go change it. Could it be worth changing? And don't let it feel love is the cure. Counting on a world we're standing for, counting on us to go change it. Could it be worth changing? And don't let it feel love is the cure.
Boom. All right, that was the last tune, The Cure. Yeah. It's a good way to wrap it, right? Love is the cure. Everybody love, respect each other.
Boom, boom, fire, love, love.
Friends, anyone around you, treat people like you want to be treated.
Be
and
nice.
That is the answer right there.
Nice.
Just be nice.
Sure.
Just be nice. Yeah. Anyone have any last words on this album? We appreciate everyone watching and listening and
Thank
getting
you
all the way
guys.
through it. Maybe you didn't want to hear us talk as much, but hey, we were actually having a good time.
I was gonna say it's got to be crazy to listen to an album for the first time that way. I don't know if I've done it.
True.
It's cool. It
Very
was fun.
true.
Definitely first for us. So thank you guys out there. It was really cool to share it finally. I know it's the biggest thing off Corey's shoulders because he's been ready to show you guys this awesome stuff a long time,
Dude,
as all of us. But you know,
I was trying to release this thing in 2019.
yeah.
Very true.
Big shout out to Lou. You know, he's not here, and
Lou
Red's
Richardson.
not here, and everybody that made the album possible. You know what I mean? Team at Silverback Red Light, Controlled Substance, and you know, everybody doing things to make this album happen. So we appreciate. I mean, Lou is like with us all the way, every step of this creative process. So, you know, I'm excited to talk to Lou about some stories, you know, like looking back on all the hours spent, and it was nothing but fun. So it was cool. It was a cool album process, and Lou's always got the funniest stories. So
If you want
Big
to
shout
if you want to unfunk your stuff, you go to Lou.
Lewis Richards, 17th Street.
Yeah, check him out.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Shout out to Onik too, you know, just for
Onik.
being Onik.
Yeah.
Onik also holds it down. But yeah, I mean, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it. The album drops tonight. You know, we're like, hey, everyone wants it Friday, but let's give it to him Thursday. You know,
Yeah.
so the album drops tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard on the West Coast, so that's an hour and like 18 minutes, 17 minutes now, hour and 17, and then midnight on the East Coast. So if you haven't pre-saved it, you don't need to now. Just wait till it drops and just get it. If you're into the vinyls, we have a few bundles still left on our website and store. We'll have CDs and stuff, you know, everything, all the good stuff. It'll be there for you guys. Big shout out to Gonzo.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Gonzo.
joining in and chatting it up with us and laying down the harmonies for all the tracks, man. It really came together. And like we said, dude, from starting the band with you, dude, to have you back and helping out with this album was really a pleasure and a joy.
Yes.
Good man, Gonzo.
Go check out that new Gonzo music that's out now.
Bro, hey,
Fire.
the feeling is mutual, boys. You guys killed it. Keep up the great work. I hope all the success in the future for you guys. Danley, keep crushing it. One Take Timmy style.
Right, buddy?
Timmy gets the extra meal.
Oh, that's why Timmy gets the meal on the rider. It's one take, Timmy. All right. Yeah, dude. Hey,
Yes.
the love is mutual. And so, but yeah, we appreciate everybody watching and listening. Anyone else, any last words or on this, or we're all good to cut this live stream and call it successful.
It was
See you
fun.
tomorrow.
Hope you guys enjoy it. We got lots of things on the way.
Yeah. Yep. Things on the way. Enjoy the new music. And like I said earlier, shameless plug, if you guys haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please check it out. We're going to try to put more cool content on there. Look out for some wine collabs. It looks like these guys keep showing wine.
Wine.
Maybe some more beer collabs. All things Fortunate Youth.
Maybe a candle.
New merch, maybe some candles,
Oh.
all that good stuff.
Love
But until
candles.
then, check out our new album, Fortunate Youth, Good Times Roll On. Once again, artwork by our good buddy Nathaniel at Lowbrow Creations. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Y'all take it easy and make sure you tell your friends and family to go get the new album.
Thanks, Corn.
No problem, man.
Love you guys.
Host of the host.
Love.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Gawa, if you're still there.
Thank you, buddy.
There he is.
The legend, Jared Sagawa.
Gawa, the living legend.
Having a baby soon. Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
You.
And
Bye, fellas.
we'll probably put the link to the album in the YouTube thing. So I don't know if we're done
Into the
streaming,
top.
but I think you can cut it, Gawa. You can cut